Well, the floodlights have been on for a while and the atmosphere is building, so we should be in for a great night's cricket. Joining me now is Shane Warne.
Thanks, Jonathan, and good evening, everyone. This pitch is really good. It's an excellent cricket wicket. The groundsman's done a fine job. It's hard and it's fast, so the ball will come onto the bat nicely. But there'll also be plenty of bounce for the bowlers with the ball coming through to the wicketkeeper, comfortably around waist height. The wrist spinners should particularly enjoy bowling on this one. I wouldn't expect there to be a great deal of movement through the air, so the bowlers will have to really be on their game.
Now let's go down to the pitch where the captains are in the middle and about to toss the coin. Looks like they'll be coming out to bat then. Many people would have bowled first, but it could be worth the risk. I can't see too many empty seats around the ground, so we must already be close to a full house.
These two batsmen need to occupy the crease and see off the new ball to establish a good platform for the middle order.
The fast bowler with the first over then.
No!
Exquisite shot.
That's gone.
Found the gap there, and that races away for 4.
Super shot. He got into a perfect position for that shot. Head over the ball, weight forward.
No!
Edged.
Get back. Yes!
Tremendous timing.
That's gone.
That's just the kind of shot that makes the fielding captain want to tear his hair out. Very unlucky. That was a really classy shot. That's a sensational shot.
That's gone.
The ball almost seems to accelerate over this outfield. That's beautifully played, the ball coming right out of the middle of the bat.
He plays that shot really well and it brings him a lot of runs.
4 more. That was a confident shot. Poor bowling and terrible figures for the... Oh, great shot. That's cleared the infield. 4 runs.
He gave the batsman too much room there. 4 runs.
Nice shot. He timed that to perfection.
If you want to show the kids the perfect way to play the shot, then there's a fine example.
Well, he's playing to the crowd now. What a superb shot. Big mistake giving this batsman width like that.
Well, that's just bread and butter to this batsman.
That's 3 fours from the over so far.
Intimidation is, look, fast bowler always has intimidation because the batsman can think he can hit him in the head. So, look,
That's a good shout. Let's take another look at that in replay.
he needs to have some part of his bat behind the line. On the line is out.
There's a... That's out. And from another angle. So, new batsman at the crease. The ball just runs out into the covers. Batsmen are looking for 2. The ball just runs out into the covers. He sent him back. What a mix-up. There's bound to be trouble here. Edged. He's got it. Let's have a look at that from another angle. Lovely shot. That's in the air, like 4 runs.
Everything was in the right place there. Fairly raced to it.
That shot brought the crowd to their feet. Batsman coming back for 2. That's nicely played.
That's really demoralising for the bowler. He needs to bounce back quickly.
Batsmen change their mind. Beautiful timing. That's raced away for 4.
Smashing shot. Really, really smashing. I'd pay money just to come and see that.
The ball almost seems to accelerate over this outfield.
He lifted that over the field really well.
That was a confident shot. Batsman coming back for 2. That's 2 more to the team total. And there's a fielder underneath it. Yet again, the batsman fails to follow the ball, and he's out. And from another angle. Plenty of pressure on the new batsman now. Batsmen are looking for 2. The score is into 3 figures now for the South Africans. He's played that beautifully.
What can I say? He looks in top form today.
Super shot. Well, he's playing to the crowd now. That's a calamitous over.
Picking up the singles is really important. You don't want to bowl to bowl to you ball after ball. You have to rotate the strike. Effortless. You hardly seem to hit it.
Once it beats the fielder on this outfield, it races away. That shot brought the crowd to their feet. Batsmen are coming back for 2. Batsman picks up another single. Edged. 8 runs off the over. That's well played. That's 4 all the way.
That was a wonderful shot. He looks in great shape out there.
Batsmen are looking for 2. What do you feel about the use of technology in cricket, like Hawkeye, third umpire, that sort of thing, Shane?
Look, I think technology in cricket, whether it be Hawkeye, third umpire, whatever it might be, I think we've got to make sure until we get it absolutely... Lovely timing there. You played that beautifully.
The bowler looks most unimpressed with that. It was in the air, but pretty safe. Batsmen are coming back for 2. Let's have a look at the action replay. They've got back for... not out! Well, that was very, very close. Very well played.
That's good batting there. He might have hit it in the air, but it was pretty safe and got him 4 runs.
That clattered into the hoardings.
No ball.
No ball. That's a free hit.
I think he's got a buster catch the speed at which he's dismantling this attack.
Good throw. Let's have a look at that again. Oh, that's a cracking shot. Through the gap, and that'll go for 4.
Lovely timing there. You played that.
Well, that's a cracking shot. Beautifully timed.
The fielding captain will be a little concerned by that.
That was a cracking pull shot. That was a powerful pull shot. That's an appalling opener. Very good timing. He's certainly given that some stick. 6 runs.
He plays that shot really well and it brings in a lot of runs.
He picked the length really early there. There's a fielder underneath it. Yet again, the batsman fails to follow the ball, and he's out. And from another angle. New batsman in, and absolute concentration required now. Lovely shot. Good placement. That'll really annoy the fielding captain.
Lovely timing there. You played that beautifully.
Batsman coming back for 2. That's a good shout. That was really tight, so the umpire's calling for the TV replay. Let's have a look at that again.
They're tough ones for the umpire. We get to see it in slow motion or with Hawkeye over and over.
There's the red light. He's out. Got him! The tail's exposed off that crucial breakthrough.
Certainly not the longest innings ever, and certainly not the highest scoring.
And from another angle. So, new batsman at the crease. Thin edge. Batsman coming back for a second. He's cleared the infield with that one.
He was a bit fortunate there. He hit it a bit uppish, but luckily not at a fielder.
The crowd really enjoyed that one. So, 7 off the over. Fast bowler to start a new over. But he's mistimed that, has run away off the edge. There's a fielder underneath it. Yet again, the batsman fails to follow the ball, and he's out. have a look at that from another angle. Serious pressure on the new man in there. What a beautiful stroke. That's raced away for 4.
Super shot. That was 4 runs as soon as he hit it.
He hit the length really early there. Well, that's a superb shot. That might clear the road. It has.
That was a cracking shot. He really got in a good position there.
He's certainly not hanging around. Another over gone. Beautiful stroke. Edgy, but he's off the mark for the boundary. That won't please the bowler one bit. He used the pace of the outfield perfectly. Well, he's really riding his luck out there today. That's nicely played. Launched for another 6.
He might not have been quite to the pitch, but continued with the shot anyway, and hit it miles.
He smashed that many a mile. And the end of the over. Let's look at that again. Dolan. Let's have a look at that from another angle. That brings the innings to a close. He's getting a polite round of applause as he makes his way to the pavilion. Confident appeal. Out for Nord and back to the drawing board for him. Let's take another look at that in replay. So, new batsman at the crease now for... Batsmen are looking for 2.
No ball.
No ball. What's the umpire going to say about this one? Out! Let's have a look at that again. So the umpire signalling free hit, and so the batsman going to be run out off this ball. Edged. No run there. Got him! That was a superb delivery.
Can't complain about that one. He was comprehensively beaten by that delivery.
And from another angle. So, new batsman at the crease. 4 runs. The He's got hold of that.
Smashing shot. Really, really smashing. I'd pay money just to come and see that.
He's hit that well. That's in the stands. 6 runs.
That's a brutal shot.
I thought that was going to join us in the commentary box.
That was a fine shot before.
Found the gap there, and that races away for 4.
Terrific shot.
That was a wonderful shot. He looked in great shape out there.
The ball really... I can just imagine what's going through the bowler's head right now, and he won't be a happy man. That was a really classy shot. That's very fortunate, and the bowler will be livid. The batsman will just be pleased to be off the mark. That was a confident shot. What a beautiful stroke. That's over the infield and racing away for 4.
Effortless. Hardly seemed to hit it.
He was onto that in a flash. Let's look at that again. That's 1 more run for the team. Good strike rate.
No ball.
He's having some problems with his run-up out there. It's crazy to bowl no balls with this new rule about the free hit. Great timing.
That's not the right line to bowl to this batsman.
I can just imagine what's going through the bowler's head right now, and he won't be a happy man. He's certainly not hanging around. That's a disastrously expensive over. Beautiful time.
Cracking shot. He really does look in excellent form.
The ball almost seems to accelerate over this outfield. That clattered into the hoardings. It's in the air. Do you think there's more variety in spin bowling now than there ever has been in the past?
Yeah, look, the variety in spin bowling now is probably more than there's ever been. But there's so many different varieties now. We've got so many wonderful spinners, whether it be Murali, whether it be Dan Vittori. There's so many good spinners playing in international cricket at the moment. So it's exciting as a spinner to see them playing.
Tremendous timing.
That was a cracking shot. He really got in a good position there.
There it goes, miles out of the ground. He really struck that with some force. Barely runs off that delivery. Very expensive over indeed.
Fielding restrictions are over. The captain now has a free hand to position his field as he desires.
Immaculate timing. He's not going to miss out on gifts like that.
What can I say? He looks in top form today.
That's out! Let's have a look at that again. Let's look at that again. Let's take a look at that from another angle. There's his half century.
He's played really well out there, but needs to keep his concentration to carry on from here.
Another single at the end of another over. Batsman coming back for two. They're having a shout. Thin edge. One more extra. He's played that beautifully. Beautiful placement. 4 all the way. Beautiful timing. The bowler looks most uninterested.
That's a brutal shot.
He smashed that many a mile. This might be tight. Great shot. And another 4.
Super shot. He got into a perfect position for that shot. Head over the ball, weight forward.
Once it beats the field on this outfield, it races away.
Good cricket that. He picked his spot.
Beautifully played. That's in the stands, 6 runs.
Super shot. He got into a perfect position for that shot. Head over the ball, weight forward.
Stop him! Let's look at that again. New batsman in. He's gone as well. Let's take another look at that in replay. Lovely shot, right out of the medium. Oh, that's gone a long way. That'll go for 6.
If you want to show the kids the perfect way to play the shot, then there's a fine example.
He took the aerial route, but it paid off. Let's have a look at that again. New tail-end batsman in now. 3 runs from that over. And there's a fielder underneath it. Let's have a look at the action replay. Edge. Out. Let's have a look at that from another angle. Plenty of pressure on the new batsman there. Another over gone. Well, what's the umpire going to say about this one? He's calling for the TV replay on this one. Let's have a look at the action replay.
Well, this is very close indeed.
There's the red light. He's out. That was a sharp stumping by the wicketkeeper.
It seems like miles back to dealing with got out, Chico.
It's all over. Well done to the winning team. They really seem to enjoy playing this 2020 match.